episode 129 of the Client by Client podcast. Hope your week has gone great. Let's hop in and let's do this. Hey, what's up? Jeremy here from whatupjeremy.com, back with another episode of Client by Client. Thank you so much for tuning in. In the last episode of Client by Client, we talk about something that I think is greatly ignored by many online business owners and many online coaches. And that is the importance of your network, but also how do you level up your network if you're not surrounded by the people that you're wanting to? Or if maybe you are the leader, aspiring leader, or the person that's always doing the self-development, but isn't really having the kind of people around you to hold you accountable to where it is that you want to be and who it is that you're on the mission of becoming. So if you want to understand everything about how to level up your network and what's most important when it comes down to it at the end of the day, be sure to backtrack one episode to get that. In today's episode, I want to talk about the importance of your email list. Let's hop in and start up at the top with what happens if you don't get this right. The first thing that happens is that it is always hard to get new clients. And that's frustrating because you want to grow your online business, but you're always worried about where your next client is going to come from. And when you're in that hunt and you're in that survival mode, it gets really hard to think big. It gets really hard to understand what is the right next thing to implement in your business. It gets really hard to keep the macro in mind, as we talked about a few episodes back. So that's the first thing that happens. The second thing that happens is that you stay at the level you are at in business and in life. And that's frustrating because you're striving to reach new heights, to reach new financial milestones. And when you get stuck and when you plateau, it can be disheartening. It can be demotivated. It can cause for you to chase shiny objects. That being said, let's hop in. Let's talk about how to get this right. The first big piece of what's important about your email list and the importance of your email list is that this allows for you to stay top of mind. And when you think about how much noise there is in the marketplace and how much competition you have, and not just competition in your industry, I'm talking about competition for the eyeballs, for the ears, and the mind space of your prospects. And so when you have a way to stay top of mind with your prospects, everything starts to get easier. When you have a way, even when your social media gets shut down, if you get canceled, if your ads account gets pulled, but you still have a way to communicate with your prospects, you have what I think is the most important asset, which is direct access to them, plus being able to garner their attention. And so if you are using social media and maybe even ads or any strategy to be getting clients and to be getting top of funnel attention, this is how you harvest all of that and make it easier for you to grow. Because once you get their contact information and once you have them on your email list, now you can actually do the heavy lifting. The easy part was running the ad and getting their email. The hard part is adding the kind of value that keeps them subscribed, talking about their pains and problems that gets them to keep coming back for more, that gets them to want what it is that you are offering, that gets you to paint a picture of the lifestyle that they are after, they're aspiring for, and that motivates them to want to continue giving you their attention and to maybe even one day become a paying client. That's the first thing. It's staying top of mind. The second most important part of building your email list is about building your authority. We've talked about this and harped on this over the first 100 episodes. And I want to bring this back to light today. If you want for getting clients to get easier and easier every week, month, and year you are in business, then there is almost nothing more important than building your authority. Building the idea that you are the go-to coach, that you have the go-to program, and creating the environment where when they think about the problems they have, they think you. When they think about the solutions that they're wanting, they don't even consider anybody else. And when you've hit this on the head and you have this dialed in and you get this part right, building your authority, what winds up happening is that everybody else in the industry to your prospects looks like a copycat. They look like they are trying to fill your shoes and they are regurgitating your stories and your marketing and the things that you teach and your modules and your lessons. And so when you build the authority and you have the mind space in your market, when they are ready for a coach, when they are ready to take that next step, you are the only person that they're considering. And sure, they might subscribe to other coaches, they might subscribe to other podcasts and YouTubers and TikTokers and so on and so forth. But when it comes down to them actually making the decision for where to join, You have so much of their mind space and you have given them so much value that they would not go anywhere else. And it might actually be their top goal and aspiration to work with you one day when they have the funds or when they are ready. Second is it allows for you, your email list allows for you to build your authority. Third, when you have an email list of prospects who are paying attention, who know what it is that you can help them and what is at stake if they don't get that help from you, you now have a set of virtual buttons and levers that you can push on and pull on that give you the magical ability to control your cash flow. If right now you had an auditorium full of people who were hungry for your products and services, do you think you would be hunting for your next client, or would you just be making offers? Do you think that you would be in that scarcity and survival mode, or would you be adding value and getting people to take action? This is the difference between the startup coach and the coach who has built the authority and built the email list and has stayed top of mind, is that you are in control of cash flow, because every night you go to sleep, you have warm leads waiting for you the next day, which means that you always have a calendar full of highly qualified prospects. And you always have a inbox and DM full of people who are hungry for your help and inquiring about it. And you also have a program full of clients who have just joined, clients who have been in your program and are on a payment plan or paying you on a recurring basis, or are upgrading to new levels and to new services that you're offering or making available through a wait list or through a promotion. And so what this means is that if revenue ever dips below a certain point, you can just make an offer to your existing clients, switch up your offer to your existing clients, or make an offer or run a promotion to your email list. And unlike social media, where you're buried by your competition and buried by the algorithm and at the whim of the algorithm in these social platforms, when you have an email list, you are so much closer to the heartstrings of your prospects. And when you understand what's going on in their mind and you talk to it every single day, this is what allows for you to make relevant offers and to have a pulse on the market to understand what it is they're actually wanting and what it is that you can deliver. And so you become in actual control of your financial destiny. And you allow for yourself to be within arm's reach, within striking distance of this magical thing that we all want and that I want nothing more for you, which is generational wealth. But if you do not build an email list and nurture it and build your authority and stay top of mind, you do not have the opportunity to be in control of that cash flow, and you become one of those flash in the pan coaches who's here for a certain amount of time for one day and then gone the next. In the next episode of Client by Client, I want to talk about why the goal is simply just about consistent progress. So be sure to come back tomorrow to get that. Whenever you are ready, here are a couple ways I can help you grow your online business. First, download your free copy of GetBookedCRM. Coaches, are you still managing your leads and pipeline from Instagram DM, Facebook Messenger, and your email inbox? Well, you're losing leads in the cracks and leaving a lot of money and clients on the table every single month. That's why I created GetBookedCRM. What started out as a free way for me to manage my pipeline and turn prospects into clients has quickly become a favorite tool of my private students and many members in the Leverage Coach community. Get leads and turn them into clients in half the time. To get your free copy now, just find me on Instagram and send me the letters CRM. Second, join my free group for online coaches. I've got hundreds of coaches from all over the world, all implementing my methods and strategies for starting and growing an online business, getting your first clients, and getting consistent revenue flowing in. To get your free invite now, just find me over on Instagram and send me the word group. Lastly, become my next success story. I'm getting a couple coaches together this month to implement my methods and frameworks for injecting a minimum of $15K worth of new clients or doubling your existing client roster base over the next 30, 60, 90 days. But working with the right people is super important to me. So only reply to this if you are a relationship-focused coach who always puts the person ahead of the money. You've been coaching for at least 6 months to a year. You'd like to get 3 to 5 clients organically every week or month from social media without wasting money and time on paid ads. You have at least 300 friends on a social platform, email list, or Facebook group. You are willing to take bold action because you know that your success depends upon it. And last but most importantly, you can keep a secret. If that's you, I want you to grab your phone right now, tap that Instagram app icon, find me at WhatUpJeremy, give me a follow, and binge on some content while you're there. And when you're ready, I want for you to message me the words case study. They'll ask you a couple questions about your online business, about your vision for the next 12 months. Then I'll share with you what we have coming up this month in the Get Clients program, how we're already helping students from all over the world to implement my methods and frameworks for consistently getting clients. And then we'll identify what part of the program will likely make the biggest impact on your business the soonest. That way you know what to expect. For all the details now, just find me over on Instagram at WhatUpJeremy and send me the words case study. That's it for today's episode of Client by Client. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you in the next one. Cheers. Taya Lee, is that how you say it? Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you. Appreciate your comments here. It means a whole ton. Great seeing you. I believe this is maybe our first time meeting, so hope this message finds you today well. All right, team, that's it for me. I hope your week was profitable and that you made some progress. If you made it all the way through to the end, drop me the word Friday in all caps wherever you're tuning into this, even in the future. We're back on Monday with a couple more bangers, so be sure to come back, hit subscribe, go follow on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify, and be sure to subscribe it up there so you don't miss out on a beat. That's it for me, team. See you guys on Monday. Cheers. Tiali. That's beautiful. That's awesome. Thanks for being here so much. I appreciate you guys. Later.